Hey guys, I know this video is kind of late and it's on a Friday, and there's a reason why I picked this topic to be on a Friday. Today's topic is going to be about consistency. It kind of explains itself, but I just want to go over a couple things and why it's so important. So yesterday we talked about the 4 vital behaviors. Those are important to do every single day. And I know it seems like a lot, but really, when you signed up as a coach, you were probably given this document in your new coach email called the Power Hour. If you weren't sent a new coach email, you can find the Power Hour in our team page in Team Fierce and Sassy, and it's in like the file section, and it just goes over what you can be doing every single day in that Power Hour. So inviting and doing your personal development and doing all your vital behaviors that's going to grow your business. So the reason why I picked consistency for a Friday is because the weekend everybody starts to go and starts to fall off. And it's easy to get distracted on the weekend, right? You know, like if you work all week, then you make plans on the weekend. Maybe you're going camping, or maybe you have a dinner date with your hubby, or maybe you're taking the kids to the beach. You know, it's really important though that if you are going to run a Monday through Friday business or Monday through Thursday business, then you have to remember it's going to grow that way. So if you're working on your business 1 hour a day for 5 days a week, then it's going to grow a little bit slower than if you were to do that 7 days a week. That's just common sense, right? It's like if you own a business, if you stay open on Saturday and Sunday, you're going to make more money. That's the bottom line. So consistency is key, and I know it's tough on certain times, and I know, you know, everybody's schedule is really different. For example, myself today, I knew yesterday that I was going to be out of the loop from about 8 a.m. until about 5 p.m. and have zero time to sit and engage and message with people. I knew I would have no time to do that, let alone concoct like a post. So literally what I did last night is I came up with 2 posts, and they were ready, and I could copy and paste and post them. And I knew that when I came home, I would be able to dedicate my Power Hour. You know, I would make that time in the evening to do this video, to do some inviting, to do some follow-up messages, to invite new people into my next challenge group, to talk to people about the coaching opportunity, and make sure and get those, you know, new people interested and talking to them and building those relationships. So as far as consistency goes, there's a few things that I do every single day and that you need to be doing. First and foremost, you need to be adding new people to your network every single day. 3 to 5 people. I always do this when I get into bed. So I get into bed and I lay there at night, and I grab my phone and I go through and I add 3 to 5 new friends. I used to go through the suggested friend, but what I found is most of them now, because my business has grown and I have you know, a larger team, and we have a huge team actually. Almost everybody in there has a common friend that is a coach. You don't want to be adding people if they already have like a fellow coach as their friend, because the reality is then it becomes like you're reaching out to people that the chances are somebody's already reached out to them. So when you're adding new people to your network, make sure and that they don't have a coach in common. I often find myself going into like mom groups or health and fitness groups and finding people like that through there that aren't coaches. Also, what I've been doing, if I added a friend that previously had told me she's not interested and whatever that looks like, and there's like zero chance of her ever signing up, I'll actually go through her friends list and start adding people through there, because I know that she's not a potential for a coach even in the future. So make sure without a fail you're adding 3 to 5 people. I often find myself adding like 5 to 10. Don't go over that, because you know, Facebook will put you in like Facebook jail or something. Anyways, and here's why. And you want to add people that you don't know. And I know that's scary, and It kind of freaks people out. But what if I told you, so I've been doing this for 15 months. 95% of the people I sign up every month, I've never met in my life or even know who they are. And the reason why consistency is key is because, yes, these new friends, they may say no right off the bat, and then you're like, ooh, I'm never messaging her again. But the consistency, if you're post 3 to 5 times a day, if you're doing and being consistent with your social media, people are watching you. I just had a challenger sign up last month who out and out told me she's been watching me for 1 year and is finally ready. And when I had the conversation, I noticed that way back when I started, I had asked her if she was interested, and she blatantly said no. But she watched me for a year, she watched the business grow, she watched my transformation, and then finally she realized, you know what, this girl's for real and she's maintaining this, I'm gonna sign up with her. So consistency, you gotta remember that people often, I know for myself, I need to watch people for a while. I need to see if I can take them seriously, because consistency is key, you guys. So you need to be consistent with adding 3 to 5 new people to your network every single day, and you need to post 3 to 5 times a day. They say that, for me, I always somehow incorporate Beachbody into all of my posts. Every single post has to do with Beachbody. You'll never hear me say Beachbody or anything like that, but I refer to everything because my personal growth, because of what it's done for me. You know, my workout videos, all of this stuff, you need to be consistent. Even on the weekend, if you know you're going away for the weekend, have your posts ready, you guys. It's just that simple. People are always watching you. They're watching you the days that you start, and honestly, most of them are going to wait and watch and see how you do. So you need to be consistent with adding new people, consistent with your posting, and consistent with your transformation. Very, very key. If the weekend comes and you don't have the opportunity to invite new people, then the chances are you're not going to, help somebody get started that weekend, because you're not inviting people and you're not talking to people via messenger or email, through direct message on Instagram. But as long as you're posting 3 to 5 times a day, you guys, it's so crucial. And you want to be consistent with your follow-ups. So last month I found myself scrolling way back and to people that once were interested, even if it was like 6 months ago, and then they stopped responding to me. So even when I messaged them, they would read it and then just wouldn't message me. I went back again, because I have no fear with that, you guys. What's the worst they're gonna do? Not answer me or say no. That's it. As long as you're not being pushy and being salesy, and you're focusing on building a relationship, like, hey, how are you? How are the kids? How's your summer going? Strike up conversation. Or you notice something on their Facebook page. Oh, I noticed you dyed your hair. It looks great. Where did you get it done? Conversation started. It's all about building that relationship and not feeling like that salespeople, the salespeople that come knocking at your door. Don't be them. We're not pushing stuff. We want to get to know people, and we really want to know how we can help them, right? It's a huge difference. Consistency is key in this business. I remember in the start of my business, I was getting pretty high Success Club points in the first few months, because it was all my warm market. So people that I knew, right? So my friends, my coworkers. I was in management, and I supervised a whole bunch of staff. So they all jumped on board because it was something new, and I asked them all right at work. I'm like, please do it with me. Please do it with me. So they all jumped on board. So my points were high the next couple months. But then after that, I wasn't adding people to my network every single day. I wasn't adding new friends to Facebook. And then I remember it was about my 4th month, I didn't hit Success Club. And it's the only month I didn't hit Success Club, and I was horrified. And the reason why is because I had ran out of people that were interested, because I wasn't adding new people to my network, letting them watch me, and then reaching out to them. And as it goes, realistically, if I would have stayed consistent with adding new people and reaching out to people in my first months, instead of just like depending on my friends to hook me up and like, make me their coach, I would have already right now have my Success Club All-Star, which is hitting Success Club consistently for 1 year, every single month. And now this is August and it's my last month. So I would have already had it by now. And I would have reached to that summit and I would have been recognized at summit for it. And I wasn't, all because 1 month prior, I didn't do follow-ups. I didn't do invites. I didn't do all of this stuff. I didn't do my basic behaviors for the time that I was supposed to. And it got me the next month and I only hit Success Club 4 and I was literally 1 challenge pack away. And it was my own fault. I messaged people like crazy, but it was too late because I didn't have anybody that was already interested. And then the next month, after that, I had so many people that wanted to jump on board because I focused so hard that month. Oh my gosh, I gotta hit Success Club. But they were all follow-ups for the next month. So consistency is key. And honestly, it's what builds your business. They do say if you're hitting Success Club every month continuously, so Success Club 5, so that's helping 3 people. If you hit Success Club 5 every single month, then within 3 years, you can be running a 6-figure business. If you hit Success Club 10 every single month for 2 years, you can have a 6-figure business in 2 years. So Success Club 10 is huge, and we're going to go over that, all the benefits to that later. But just make sure you guys and be consistent. Make yourself a schedule, write it out. If you know that you're not going to be available, have your posts ready. Like, there's nothing wrong with prepping them. It's just like meal prep, right? This is my business. I have to have it done, so I have to be prepared. So just being consistent with all of your vital behaviors, your power hour every single day, invite every single day, add new people every single day. It doesn't mean, this business does not mean you have to sit at home and work for 6 hours. 1 hour, you guys. Dedicate 1 full hour. But I mean, uninterrupted hour to this business. You can grow this business. I started working and doing this when I was working 50 to 60 hours a week. That's when I started this. That's what I was working, and I still made time. My lunch break, if I did a Tim Hortons run, I would stop there, check my messages, and message people back really quickly. When I had a bath, I would listen to my personal development. I'd work out sometimes at midnight, and I would record it or take my picture and save it for the next day. My challenge groups, they all knew my schedule, so they knew from this time to this time I'm dedicated to, checking in with you guys. I made time, even with working all those hours, having a family, and doing all that, I still managed to get my power hour in every single day. And because of that, I have built myself, a steady enough income that I don't have to worry about working those 50 to 60 hours. So in return, it's just consistency, you guys. And listen, you can message people. I want you to know that don't get discouraged. I know I talked to a couple of you. You're having a hard time because you're feeling like you're not connecting with certain people. That's when you just need to do some personal development, refocus yourself and figure out what it is that you need to focus on. And maybe it's the people you're adding. When I say add 3 to 5 people to your team, remember, or 3 to 5 people to your network, to your Facebook or Instagram, remember, add people that are like you. Add people that you think or you can picture being friends with. Create their Facebook page. Don't just start adding, don't just go add 5 people. I did that. I started doing that. And I ended up having a bunch of new coaches on my team that have all quit because we weren't connecting as strongly as some of us are connecting now. Because now when I add people to my team, I make sure that they're people that I connect with. So the key is consistency. I picked it on a Friday because here I am on a Friday. I could be doing other things, but it just worked out. I'm now doing this video, and I'm now about to power through my power hour, and I just told myself, get it done. It's Friday. I know you're busy, but there's a nice glass of wine waiting if you finish it. So reward yourself. Do a good job. See you guys later.